So Chief Keef and Katy Perry have just ended their like 13-year beef. All right, they've been at it. Like Chief Keef said he was gonna slap, but he said he was gonna beat the brakes off of Katy Perry at a certain point. But they finally squashed the beef and they met up. And now Chief Keef, I think he has jumped Katy Perry into the BDs, man. She gang now. She dissing all the dead ops. She doing a little bit too much, if you ask me, man. I don't know who got more bodies, like, you know, the Front Street gang members or Justin Trudeau, her new BF. I don't know. All right, he might have some bodies like Trump. But anyway, okay, let's have a little look at Katy Perry and Chief Keef finally meeting up, squashing their beef, man. And I'll give you a recap of what happened.
Calm the fuck down.
So look, they finally linked up, man. This was big news on Chiracology. They're saying, why does she have the posture of a teenage boy pulling up on a shorty? He was saying she got close as hell. I think she even said, do you want me to move back? And move back as a joke in the video. Obviously, she was close. I think she wants a hug or something. All right? She wanted more than a hug. All right? If you remember, okay, this is how it went down, all right? Katy Perry basically dissed Chief Keef. Said, I heard a new song on the radio called I Hate Being Sober. Now I have serious doubt for the world. Chief Keef clapped back. He said, that bitch Katy Perry can suck the skin off my D. And said, I'll smack the shoot out of her. All right? New song, Katy Perry, coming soon. And she apologized. She said, Mr. Keef, I'm sorry if I offended you. I heard a lot of people guessing on the song. I didn't even know it was you in particular. Actually, and he said, oh, I'm sorry too then. So they actually was in a little, they was actually in a little Cold War for many years, okay? But they finally linked up. It's crazy, right? People say, do your research on Katy Perry killing the elderly. She got bodies, a real demon. Does Traplaw Ross have a vid on her? The many elderly bodies of Katy Perry. Wait a minute. What? The elderly bodies? What do you mean? What do you mean the elderly? I'm looking it up. I'm not sure I'm seeing any wait. Okay, there might be some bodies, man. Look, I just pulled this up. It's saying I put Katy Perry kills old people. It says she didn't kill anyone, but she's been involved in a highly publicized bitter legal battles with the elderly over real estate. The disputes have sparked controversy. So they've had some beef about their property. An 85-year-old disabled U.S. Army veteran and founder of 1800 Flowers sued to try and reverse the sale so Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom couldn't pull in next year. He sued to reverse the sale, saying he was suffering from post-operative delirium and strong pain medication. Wait. So, okay, the LA Covenant battle. She fighting the nuns, a group of elderly nuns over the purchase of a former convent. They rejected her purchase offer, said her lifestyle was a sin, but a judge cleared the sale. I'm so sorry. Wait. During the appeals trial, 89-year-old Sister Catherine Rose Holman collapsed and died in the courtroom after speaking to the media about her distress. Wait. Wait. So why was the Roman Catholic Archdiocese of Los Angeles able to sell a covenant that was bought by nuns from their own pockets to Katy Perry? And could the family of the nun she killed sue her? She wanted a new home and fell in love with the convent being sold. The convent was being sold by the Roman Catholic Archdiocese in LA to pay off a judgment against them to the many child essay cases that took place between the 80s and the noughties. So she stood on business for them kids. But the nuns were the ones who personally bought the building with their own personal money, and the Archdiocese didn't put anything forward. Despite that, and despite the nuns objecting on the basis they were the ones who paid for it, not only did the Archdiocese get the legal standing to sell it, they sold it to Katy immediately with no input from the nuns. The nuns try and sell it to someone else themselves, leading to a court case, and the woman they sold it to having to declare bankruptcy because Katy got the judge to say she committed fraud. A nun begs Katy to stop in a news conference and dies during the stress. The judge said the nuns needed permission of the Vatican to sell it, and allowing Katy to proceed and buy it. My questions are, why did the Archdiocese sell the property and not buy it with no input from the nuns who bought it? Could the family of the nun sue Katy for causing the stress heart attack that killed the nun? She really got a body. What the hell? Apparently she can't sue because there's no causal link between one party exercising their right to pursue legal action and the other party being so upset that they die. What on earth? Wait a minute. Katy Perry, dead nun. No, bruv. Are you joking? Katy Perry killed this nun. Oh my god, the nun eliminator is crazy. The nun eliminator is absolute absurdity. All right, we're gonna have to learn all about this. Forget Chief Keef.
It feels more like a castle than a convent. This imposing villa has 21 bathrooms and some 60 bedrooms.
Oh boy.
And the property is at the heart of a bitter battle.
This is Sister Catherine Rose. Do you think we could get in?
No, I'm sorry, sister. I can't open the gate.
At 87, Sister Catherine Rose finds herself locked out of her old home. And
so Sister Catherine Rose pulled up to Katy Perry's crib and ended up getting smoked soon after, bro. She more deadly than Chief Keef, man.
Fighting the church she spent a lifetime serving. The Sisters of the Immaculate Heart say they sold their house to a Los Angeles restaurateur, but the Archbishop had someone else in mind. Property theft deal down. The Archdiocese, they claim, has not given their order a single penny from the sale.
How I feel is sad and betrayed. And
it's not really Katy Perry's fault, though. Really, it's a Vatican body.
Think that at our age now, that we have to be fighting to keep our own property from being stolen.
This property is spectacular. You can see why there is competition to own it. But unfortunately for the Catholic Church, that competition has turned into a rather tawdry and unholy dispute. Even the sisters who once lived and prayed here together are no longer united. Some actually think the Katy Perry deal is the best on offer.
When we met her, she was a very engaging person, and she was charming. And the Archbishop assured us that all the funds that we receive from our property will be for the sisters only.
Whatever the courts decide for the convent, an appeal is likely.
So Katy Perry wins, right? She whoops them, and then she just drops down dead.
Now to a tragic turn on the oncoming feud between pop star Katy Perry and a group of nuns trying to stop the singer from moving into their former convent.
One of the sisters suddenly collapsed and died during a court hearing today. KCAL 9's Tom Waite is live at the convent in Los Feliz with the latest. Tom.
And Elsa, I can tell you this has been a very ugly battle for the ownership of this convent. It's been Katy Perry aligned with the Archdiocese versus these nuns. One of them died in court today.
Katy Perry said she was going to close it. It was going to be her home.
That's Sister Catherine Rose explaining why she wanted to block the sale of her former convent to pop star Katy Perry. Rose collapsed and died in court today during...
She collapsed and died in the courtroom, bro. Whoa.
A hearing involving the ongoing battle to prevent Perry from taking over the property. Late this evening, Archbishop Jose Gomez released a statement that reads in part, Sister Catherine Rose Holtzman, IHM, Immaculate Heart of Mary, passed away suddenly at the age of 89. Sister Catherine Rose served the church with dedication and love for many years, and today we remember her life with gratitude. Sister Rose and her fellow nuns who bought the property back in the 1970s from philanthropist Daniel Donahue wanted to sell the sprawling compound to restaurateur Dana Hollister, but a judge ruled against the sisters, siding with the Archdiocese, who agreed to sell the property to Perry.
Dana was going to keep it open to the public, which Donahue wanted, and she would make a hotel.
Not only did Dana Hollister lose her bid for the property, a judge slapped her with millions of dollars in punitive damages for interfering with the sale.
So one of the other nuns claimed that Katy Perry has blood on her hands over property deal after death of fellow sister. And apparently she literally said in court, Katy Perry, please stop. Those were her last words. Those were her last words. Katy Perry, please stop. And she dropped down dead in front of her. And this is the former convent. I'm not going to lie, the former convent's looking crazy. It's looking insane. That's the convent. Wow. So Katy Perry, this is haunted for sure, right? This is haunted for sure. Someone died over this convent. That is, bruv, the many elderly bodies of Katy Perry, bro. Is what it is, bro. That's what it's gonna have to be. They're saying she seemed off. What on earth? What on earth? They're saying, dude, Keith, a fan up, bro. Look, he's in awe. Since I got rich, my old bitch said she can't stand me. I'm still trying to get $1 billion and F on Katy Perry. I mean, it's crazy. They're saying Justin Trudeau in shambles right now. That is insane. I honestly cannot believe that she got... So she got bodies on the elderlies, but now she might have bodies on 051 Young Money because they're saying she was dropping the Y. He got her dropping Ys, okay? That's a disrespectful hand sign to the Young Money crew. All right, they're saying Katy really out here dropping the Y hard. She dropping the... Bruv. I just can't believe it. She needs to drop the N for Nun Gang. You know what I'm saying? She needs to drop the N. She Nun K. She Nun K, elderly K. Katy, the biggest Perry 15X. All right, the biggest Perry, the original Perry. All right, Katy, Front Street, Lamron, GBE, 15 hats. All right, what type of hats do the nuns be wearing? This, oh my God. Katy Perry's got 15 hats, but they look like this. That's how Katy Perry got 15 of these hats, bro. I can't even believe what I'm reading at this point. This is just ridiculous. Sosa so legendary. You got Katy Perry dropping the Y, man. From OD Perry to Katy Perry. Nobody's going to check Big Perry about this, okay? People saying this picture going down in history. Big Katy, 15X, big die Y. I caught a body and I liked it. Tasted like cherry lipstick. Saying where crump ass when you need him. His commentary on this would have been so for bruv. I can't wait to see the Young Moneyans respond to this, but that's Big Perry. So they might not. Mark my words, she's going to release a statement soon saying she ain't no. And apologizes, man. TMZ, 051 leader slams Katy Perry after disrespectful social media pic with Chief Keef. Our culture is not a costume. A lot of the guys died behind that. Why? Ah, bruv, this crazy. She up 5 hats on phone and grave, man. Bruv. So obviously, you know, the Sosa, the Chief Keef, Katy Perry beef is legendary at this point. So the fact that they actually linked up and squashed the beef is actually very cool, all right? So obviously we already saw the little back and forth that they had. You know, they did apologize to each other, but they didn't officially squash this beef that dates all the way back to 20. It's nearly, damn, it's nearly 13 years to the day since this actually happened. That was on May the 24th. That was only 5 days ago. Damn, the sense Sosa didn't give a F in 2013. Should have never gave a young dude money. He must have been feeling himself being so wealthy at that age to talk so crazy as he did. It's crazy, man. If he did that shit in 2021, they would be on him talking about cancel him. But celebrities and rappers didn't have no filters. Okay, people saying, where's the song at? They apologized to each other, but Sosa still made a song from what he was going to use to this. He sampled her voice for a beat. It ain't a diss song. The song's called Save Me. Katy Perry's on the song. So apparently it was actually following their beef. He sampled Katy Perry's song Legendary Lovers on the iconic track Save Me. And now because they've linked up, this has recently started trending. Okay, people saying, why is Legendary Lovers trending? I'm out of the loop. I noticed it's popping up a lot. One questionable video on NSFW Twitter, and I kept seeing it pop up here and there. How did it go viral? Is it a certain part of the song? People saying it's trending due to it being sampled by another artist, Chief Keef, for his song Save Me. The GP have found out, general population have found out what the sample was and actually like the non-single, which leads to what you have seen. Okay, I looked it up. This Save Me song is a lot older and it's kind of obscure. Why is it suddenly resurfacing? The beat was fire. Strictly the beat. The rapper was atrocious. Rapper Chief Keef recently used the distinctive Bhangra-inspired melody of Legendary Lovers in a new track. This sent fans on a scavenger hunt to find the original song, causing its daily streams to jump from 20K to 200,000 in just a few weeks. Okay, so they getting bread together, all right? And so that 2 months ago, the song's going viral again. He's bringing it back to life like Jim Skin brought Madonna's animated corpse back to life yesterday. About a month ago, Katy Perry publicly gave Chief Keef a shout out about this. All right, she posted up, she said, my top 5 horror movies. Number 1, not releasing Watch It Burn before summer shows. 2, an out of tune guitar. 3, YouTube with ads. 4, never meeting Chief Keef. 5, never releasing the TOTGA director's cut. So she said her biggest horror movie, man, one of the horrors of her life, was that she didn't get to meet Chief Sosa. Bang, bang. Okay, so people not really picking up on Sosa. They're saying it's 420. She must be high. Alpha Ruby Rose and whoever pushed the smear campaign. All right. Watch It Burn featuring Chief Keef coming for number 1. Oh, sad horse, you are over. Okay. So a few days ago, she made a TikTok post basically kind of putting the same point across, saying she was attempting to summon Mr. Chief Keef. Okay. Let's not do that. She trying to summon him. Is she playing the song? So she just sat there. She's trying to summon. That's her trying to summon Chief Keef. right? His song Save Me and her song Legendary Lovers, the sample, have been blowing up crazy the past year on TikTok. So she's trying to get that collab going. Says she must have paid that hush money to that girl. Ain't no way she moving comfortable like this. Wait a minute, what? Damn, so this shit gets deep, man. So they're saying Australian police launched an investigation into Ruby Rose allegations against Katy Perry. Ruby Rose accused Katy Perry of essaying her back in 2010, and this was in April. What?
Australian authorities are investigating pop star Katy Perry over a sex assault claim by actress Ruby Rose. Now, Rose claims it occurred in a Melbourne nightclub back in 2010. Perry's representative denies the accusation. Rose, known for her role in Orange is the New Black, initially posted on social media that she was not interested in filing a police report. She announced on Tuesday that she had reversed that decision and did file a police report.
So Katy Perry's really out here killing nuns and gripping buns, okay? It's actually crazy. They're investigating her after Ruby Rose commented that Perry had essayed her at a Melbourne nightclub 16 years ago, a historic essay that occurred in Melbourne. I'd like to know the details. Ruby Rose said, Katy Perry assaulted me at Spice Market nightclub in Melbourne. Who gives a shit what she thinks? Wow. That's crazy. That's Ruby Rose? Okay. Because I was when I saw Ruby Rose, I was thinking that's Ruby Rose. But this a different Ruby Rose. This a different. Hey, they got a whole different Ruby Rose over there in Australia, bro. She probably, you know what I'm saying? Bro. Okay. Okay, I was thinking the other Ruby Rose ain't going for that one. But anyway, this is crazy, right? Katy Perry really got crazy criminal past by the looks of things, okay? Now, basically, some Katy Perry fans have been figuring out that this Chief Keef link-up had actually been planned for quite some time. They're saying she already had the plan, all right? She already had the plan on TikTok. Okay, she basically was, you know, putting Legendary Lovers up there. They saying an official remix with Chief Keef coming. Is that what this is saying? They was planning to work together. So they've been locked in. I don't know if that was the same day, but they locked in, man. Chief Keef probably thinking, what the hell has this come to? Okay. Chief Keef thinking, bro, just keep my grandma out of this, okay? Probably it's another video of them together.
What about, you want to run it? Yeah. I'll run in and grab it. What about your other one?
So they clicked up, man. They linked up. So basically, you know, the elderly and Young Money, 051 Young Money, they're going to have to click up and go to war against these guys. They're saying Katy Perry is wearing some clothes she received as a gift from Chief Keef. She a real one. She got a real Glow Gang merch on point, bro. I'm not going to lie. This video has been crazy. I wasn't even expecting to find out some of this stuff. They're saying Katy Perry really got them nun hats. I can't believe it, bro. She really got bodies out here, bro. You telling me the nun collapsed in court, said, Katy Perry, please stop, and dropped down dead, bro? I don't know. I might have to not drop this video because, like, I don't want to end up on the Katy Perry kill list, okay? They're about to put Kill Squad in the street for real, but that was crazy, bro. Anyway, let me know what you thought of that video. That was a very silly one. Okay, I've got a big David update. I'm going to record it right after this video, so stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting one. Definitely not what you're expecting, but I will see you there. Thanks for watching this one. I'm out. Katy Perry. I'm sorry. I apologize for everything. Please, please don't come for my head with your killers, bro.